So here we are with a quick addendum to the Raspberry Pi business. So earlier we were discussing, or I basically said how I made the effort of creating a QML element just to handle the DCE commands, which are basically things that the system can remotely fire and won't necessarily come in locally to the machine, but can be sent by any other controller from somewhere else. It's not a huge command list, but it's essential for operating the GUI in certain contexts. So I had a QML element that basically took the signals that came from across the thread and forwarded them and had a special element, but that got messy. So I was like, there has to be a better way to do this, and it turns out, of course, there already is, which is basically take the keys and inject them into the Qt event loop. As you can see here, focus. Basically got a simple function here that handles them. Each one that comes out, I'll probably get rid of the emit signals here, but each one that comes out, basically we have a key event and then we set what the key event is, and then at the end of the switch statement we inject that into our Qt GUI, and the result is that now I can operate the keyboard and the remote control basically I can't speak. I can operate them in the same manner. So if I operate the keyboard using the same keys that are available on the remote, I can effectively speed up some development time by not having to run on the embedded device using a remote. And as you can see, you can move around. We have our lights, which was the obvious thing last time. If you hit lights, come on. But obviously, the thing that's really made me happy is because before I had done a scheme where I'd already started working on some of this using keyboard, and so now I can still utilize that just by injecting the key events. And as you can see, this allows me to bounce around and check out all the different, well, basically use the UI like I thought I would be able to. But the big deal is I can do this on another machine using the same control scheme and don't necessarily have to be stuck with not being able to, having to reload every single time. Because unfortunately, I don't have quick reload in the situation of the Raspberry Pi because it's over SSH, and I haven't thought about how to accomplish all that yet. So anyways, you can see I'm scrolling through the music list. Anyways, but yeah, so we can scroll through each level, bring up a track, close it, go back using the back key, so on and so forth. Anyways, and that is our demo.